Local man found guilty of domestic violence for the fifth time, and Nevada takes one step closer to complicating life in the Tahoe Basin. I'm Steve Harness with the Tahoe Mountain Media local news update. And before I get into the details, make sure you're following our page here so you get to see all of our updates. Okay, Michael Craig Henson had been previously convicted of felony domestic violence 4 times and has served 3 prior prison terms for domestic violence and is now looking at 25 years to life for his latest crime. He was found guilty by a South Lake Tahoe jury this week for felony false imprisonment by violence of menace, felony assault with a deadly weapon, felony domestic violence, felony criminal threats, misdemeanor assault, and misdemeanor resisting arrest. Now, this next part, I'm going to read directly from the press release, and I will warn you that it is disturbing. Quote, she told officers that on the night of January 7th, the defendant forced her to sit on the kitchen floor for hours. During that time, he threatened to kill her, cut her head off, and dismember her, stating he would put her in the freezer if she moved. He also poked her with a large kitchen knife on her head and leg, causing a laceration. He kicked her in the face, causing pain to her eye. After enduring hours of abuse by Henson, she was able to escape and ran across the street to the Turn 3 bar where she sought help from police. When contacted by officers, the defendant disobeyed commands, attempted to flee, and was found in possession of multiple folding knives. He's been jailed since then on $1.5 million bail, end quote. Henson will thankfully be sentenced on April 28th. In other local news, I wanted to update you on a story I've been covering for a while. As of today, a bill to end daylight saving time in Nevada has passed the Assembly and is headed to the Senate. The Assembly approved AB 81, known as the Lock the Clock Act, by a 17 to 15 vote. If it passes the full Senate, it will go into effect this coming January. So in other words, Tahoe will be in 2 different time zones, where half the year, the 2 sides of Big Blue will be an hour apart. Now, I know there are parts of this country where that already happens, like Arizona. But there's no place where it affects 2 halves of a major tourist destination, not to mention a community full of locals that cross the state line multiple times a day. So if you're on the Nevada side, you might want to contact your elected officials and give them your 2 cents. Just saying. This local news update is brought to you by a business with locations on both sides of the state line. Lake Tahoe Ale Works. They're all about the wood-fired pizza, craft beer, and all things Tahoe. You can find out more, including all their locations, at LakeTahoeAleWorks.com. And to find out more about us, you can go to TahoeMountainMedia.com and, yes, follow our page here. For TMM, I'm Steve Harness.